Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new Marquinhos card to review today. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The promo has actually started off really well, in my opinion. I think the players that they have released today for the SBC value of Marquinhos, the gameplay objective of Balassi, and then the icon swaps we'll be taking a look afterwards. I haven't seen them yet. But this is actually a card that actually helps out a lot of teams. It makes me wish I finished that storyline Bernat all the more. Because I was literally like 200 XP away from getting him, and he definitely would have been a really cool concept card to have for the link up that you can do with Marquinhos. But as you guys can see, just from me doing this with my team right now, there are so many variables that I can work with just like this, right? So with this Marquinhos cards, guys, you can actually try him out with the loan as well. And the loan is not expensive at all either, which is great. He's a 6 foot tall player with medium high work rates, right footed, 3-star skills with a 3-star weak foot. In regards to his in-games, he's got 78 acceleration with 81 sprint speed, which, to be honest with you guys, is actually really good. Because when you give a card like this, the the shadow chemistry style, boosting that pace as much as possible. Oh, I can't even open this right now. Oh, Footbin's being really slow right now. But with a card like this, guys, the Shadow Chemistry style definitely makes the most sense for him because of all the boosts you give him defensively, as well as the pace boost that he's given as well. This is most likely going to be a card I actually complete on my main team because I need to actually take a look and see what his price is afterwards. By the end of the video, we'll be able to see. But with the Shadow Chemistry style, the plus 10 for acceleration, sprint speed, and the defensive boost is definitely a very, very welcome thing to have. And the fact that his dribbling for a CDM being this good is also a huge plus with the 89 shot power. Yes, he doesn't have a shooting presence, but the way that I'm currently playing right now with a super aggressive 4-3-3, he plays exactly the way I'd like him to play, right? So for his passing stats, he actually passes the ball really well at 94 short passing and 94 long passing. Dribbling, we've already reviewed, looks great on the card. Great for transitioning left and right as well. Defending on the card for base card stats is really, really good. So again, with the Shadow Chemistry style, boosting that as much as possible is definitely going to be very ideal. And then he also has very, very good physical stats at 77 strength, 82 stamina, 82 aggression, and 91 jumping. So, you know, if the goalie does like a goal kick or something, your player will actually be able to win the ball really nicely with pretty decent heading accuracy at 85. I want to see what his price is afterwards because this is a really cool card, okay? But for the sake of the review, we will be using him in a 4-3-3 formation, right? So the 4-3-3 will be... actually, I'm going to go ahead and copy this team because they have a default tactic in this game that I've actually been enjoying a lot with the 4-3-3. Obviously, it doesn't allow you to defend that much because it's very open in that area. But sorry, so I just had to like remake the team just so I can have the custom tactics. But basically it's like this. It's the 4-3-3 bracket 5, which is the false 9 variation. We're just going to have Depay playing through the middle there with Ansu Fati off to the left side. We're going to have Marquinhos playing in the CDM position with just the instructions of cut past lane, stay back while attacking, cover center, while the fullbacks are on stay back while attacking. So this way we'll be able to play this aggressive-oriented FIFA and see what he's like as a defensive presence playing through the middle, especially without the Shadow Chemistry style, because that way we'll actually be able to see what he's like defensively, kind of chilling around that general area. So we'll get into a game and we'll see how he plays. Okay, so there he is in that position, playing that CDM spot. We'll see what his transitioning is like here. Okay, so what you will notice is that the Shadow Chemistry style is definitely a huge plus for this card to give because he has to have that acceleration and sprint speed boost to be able to transition around the pitch quicker, which I think is going to be very, very important. It'll pass off right there. We'll see if we can make this space work out here in the middle. He does stay back while attacking, which is great. I will say, guys, that the way that he's moving on the pitch right now for base characteristics on dribbling, he does feel like an actual center back playing in that CDM position with how heavy he does feel. So the acceleration boost is definitely a huge plus to have on this card because he definitely needs it for sure. Almost got the opportunity there, Molet. There we go. Quick dribble right there to open up the space for ourselves. Pass the ball back, kind of build up the play. You could definitely work off the dribbling as well. Again, he's going to be a super defensive-oriented CDM. So, you know, it's not a player that you want to have on that attacking presence whatsoever.
Passing it around, looking for the goal that would put them ahead.
Nice little driven pass right there. We wait for this attacking AI movement. First time pass, first time strike. We score that opportunity, but Memphis Depay is offside. That's why in this formation it's very important to have a striker that has really good attacking AI so that they can consistently be in the right positions to score opportunities like that. Marquinhos with a great interception and possession base as well. Passes the ball really nicely with his weak foot too, even though it's at a 3-star. And do a nice little driven right here under pressure. See with that run right there. Fake shot. Wick for that space. It actually worked out nicely there. The players attacking AI in this team is not great because they're not really in the right positions, but for the sake of the reviewer, kind of trying it out and seeing what's up. So defensive AI with the card, he does actually get back into position quickly. He's on cut passing lanes, and he does occupy that CDM position very, very fast. So we're going to go ahead and select him right here. Wait for that middle run right there. Use Marquinhos here. Switch him in this situation here. And see what he's like defending here. Goes into that center back area. Sees the empty space there. So he actually does a great job of cutting that passing lane, which is phenomenal. This card with the acceleration and sprint speed boost will definitely be really nice for sure. Consistently stays back while attacking, which is great. Little scoop turn Memphis Depay. Work the space here. Touch, touch. Yeah, so he definitely feels like a center back playing up top. That's definitely a noticeable thing with this card for sure. Shot with Memphis Depay. Nicely done. On his left foot, we scored that opportunity. So, you know, a formation like this with the 4-3-3 where Marquinhos is going to stay back while attacking constantly is going to be a really, really nice thing. But like I said, guys, he definitely is going to require that acceleration and sprint speed boost on this card for you to be able to fully utilize a card like this. His dribbling in that situation wasn't actually that bad. Pushes up a little bit with the midfield. Yeah, so just from this running by itself, you can see that he definitely requires that sprint speed and acceleration boost. Very, very important for a card like this. Oh, wow, Dembele. I've actually stopped using Dembele's card recently because he's been kind of disappointing in a lot of situations for sure. Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you guys, man. This is definitely a type of card where I do see myself potentially getting him on my main accounts because I want to work with that like Brazilian link in that CDM position to kind of help out with some of the League One players that I actually have. It's been the one position actually that's kind of like lackluster in that league, so it makes a lot of sense to get this card just for that by itself. Nicely done right there, actually. Gets a tackle from behind too. Do a nice little driven pass here. His passing stats are great, actually. I like that a lot. Ball roll touch, get that angle, nicely done. His goalie didn't even respond to it, he just kind of like stopped, which was interesting. Man, I wish I did that Juan Bernat card. That would have been really, really nice to get for sure. I messed that one up. Missed the ball with that one, boys. I'll tell you that much. That's supposed to be a ball roll. Make it work, though. That physical presence that he has in these situations is going to be very helpful as well. This guy's making a run up top. I couldn't turn with Memphis Depay right there, which really sucked. But we'll make it work with Rodrigo. Score that opportunity. Nicely done. In a situation like that, he actually marked that middle area really well. Considering that I overcommitted there with Koundé, he actually did a really good job. Well done, Marquinhos. A little bit of speed up lag right there. We'll make it work, though. We'll pass off, shield. Memphis, ball roll, heel to heel, fake shot, get into position. Oh my god. I should have passed that ball there to Molet, man. I don't know why I didn't do that there. But Marquinhos did a really good job of starting off the play there. Getting that, winning the ball back there in the midfield was great. Well done, Marquinhos. Does well there. Doesn't have the acceleration and sprint speed, but still defending really well, guys. Yeah, his marking is great there. That guy was actually making a run, and he kept marking it the entire time. Sticks to that CDM position quite well. Turnaround pass. Obviously, because of base card stats being good for passes, he can actually make those passes and do it really well, actually. We're going to have a cross here up top free. Touch. Not going to work out. Nicely done. Oh, I thought I wasn't going to score that opportunity. That was one of those shield touches, so you kind of have to time the L trigger shield so that your player can kind of turn quickly. So when players are constantly putting pressure on your dudes, they take worse touches, right? So you kind of have to time that L trigger shield accordingly. Alright guys, so final verdict on the Marquinhos card. We just searched him up on the SBCs, and it says that he is a card that costs 160k. Now, a big variable to consider with this card, guys, is that if you are looking at a CDM that is going to be very defensive oriented, right? Super defensive oriented. This is going to be your guy. His attacking positioning on 86 is okay. You'll maybe sometimes find him pushing up the pitch a little bit, but he is mostly on that stay back while attacking instruction whenever you give that to him, right? So here's the thing with this card. He needs that acceleration and sprint speed boost, and he also needs that extra defensive boost. We were using him with the basic chemistry style, and you can see here that we only give him +5s for the 3 main defensive stats and a +5 for sprint speed. The thing that was lacking the most on this card was that acceleration. But if you give him that acceleration, his base characteristics defensively is really good. The way that he occupies every single position is awesome. Not only are you looking at a League One player that is probably the best CDM in that league, but you're also looking at a Brazilian link for a player that is probably the best CDM that plays for Brazil as well, because I think the only other player that you could have worked with was the Fabinho card, right? So if we go over here and go to the CDM position, look for someone that has great defensive characteristics, you only have Fabinho, Alan, Casemiro, Marquinhos. Like, Alan is obviously very, very good, but for what you're getting with this Marquinhos card at 150k as an SBC is pretty solid. But then again, if you want to have just a Brazilian player at 3.5k and Alan, you could totally do that. But the biggest variable with Marquinhos' card, guys, is the fact that he plays for League One. There's not that many good players that play in that league with the medium-high capability that this card does have. So I do think it is worth it in regards to that. I might actually do it on my main account. We'll see what's up, but really appreciate EA dropping a loan for his card for me to be able to actually review him. Really, really appreciate that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.